Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be playing Cuphead. So how this is gonna work is this episode I'm gonna play World 1 and I'm gonna have an episode for every world and I'm gonna time every episode how long it took for each one and I'm gonna add it up and see how fast I beat it. So let's get started. For most of the video, my mic actually got cut, so I lost all the audio from my mic. So I'm just gonna be saying stuff. So first, I went into the tutorial because there's a coin at the end, so I can get that. I went to the Apple Cave to get the 3 extra coins, so I can use the 4 coins to get the spread shot from the shop, and that I'm gonna be using that for most of the run. So yeah, I went to Botanic Panic and started. The potato's pretty easy. I usually just focus on trying to parry the things, make it easier, but he's definitely the easiest phase. Yeah, I guess that's why he's first. I kind of forgot about the secret fight where you could just not attack the onion and the third phase would just get harder. I'm not sure if that's faster or not, but I forgot about that. If I remembered, I probably would have done it. I'm still not sure if that's faster though. So now, the carrot. I do not know his name, sadly. He should be dead pretty soon. Yep, there. 1 out of 5 bosses done. Now, I'm gonna make my way to Goopy Le Grand. If you didn't know, I have a short where I actually made all the bosses in Inkwell Isle 1 in Minecraft. So check that out if you haven't already. First phase is pretty easy. I know I took damage or I'm calling it easy, but I have not played in a while. I actually have done a speed run where I got 3 hours and 10 minutes before. It's not on the speedrun website, but I just remember that, and I'm trying to get under it for this run. That's what my goal. So the last phase, I didn't really have a strategy for this one. At the last bit, I did just do the normal shot at the edge and jump easier. I didn't get the super meter or HP bonus, so I only got a B for this boss. So now I'm gonna make my way down to the flower. I forgot what the name was. And yes, I do know all the shortcuts in all the worlds and where all the secret coins are. I actually have 100% this game before on a different file and beat the DLC, so I do know what to do. I don't know any speedrun strategies. I'm just doing kind of just like what I want to. Yeah. I tried to parry the pink seed, but I just took damage and then I died, which is a time loss. So I continued, and whenever I first played, I always thought those were boomerangs and not his slippers. If you didn't know, those are like slippers. Final phase, not that hard. Parried and killed the flower thing up above. And just releasing all my EX moves because I don't have the super yet. And that is 3 out of 5 bosses done in Inkwell Isle 1. I actually got a perfect score here. That's my first and only one in in Inkwell Isle 1. So now I'm gonna make my way to what's the flying boss called? Threatlin Zeppelin? Yeah, that's it, right? First phase, easy. Second phase, the bowl. All I remember of this boss is how hard it was trying to beat it with only being in the mini plane mode. And if you didn't know, that's actually a secret achievement that you need to 100% the game. And it's really hard to get. And now the third phase, I actually got it so that they only put one of the fiery things down and not two. Usually they do like 2 or 3. That's what I'm used to. Final phase. I'm trying not to get my ult because whenever the moon goes up, if you use your EX moves, it does a lot of damage. And I do know how these UFOs work. The red ones, if you just go past them fast, you'll get through them. And for the brown ones, you have to get in front of them and then back up. And then you'll be fine. Okay, that one's done. 4 out of 5 bosses in Inkwell Isle 1 done. And I'm about 10 minutes into the run. So this is actually really good. And now I need to make my way to the frogs. The hardest boss, in my opinion, in Inkwell Isle 1. And they definitely did take me the longest of all the bosses. So first phase, pretty easy, just use the spread shot on them. Then the punches, whenever I got an A on this boss, it was so hard. You have to at least get 1 parry on the punches. And you have to stay at full HP the entire time. It's really hard. But now the final phase, just hope I can beat it in 1 try. That would be very good. Snakes, lucky. This boss is more about luck than anything else. And I died. That is actually a huge time loss. First phase, easy. It's really hard to take damage on this one. So second phase, now I keep on forgetting to move back when that one goes. After I dash, there's actually a cut there, and like it's like so hard to notice because the second phase isn't supposed to be that short. But there's a cut there that I made it so that it looks like there wasn't even a cut. But like bowls, not not that hard. Not not really hard. I think lines are definitely the hardest. They've always been hard to. I don't know how I died on the bowls or the snakes, but now that is a huge, very big time loss. Second phase goes the same. I took 1 damage, and now third phase. I really just hope not to get any lines. Snakes. Lucky first, lucky first. Keep on going, okay. No damage on the first wheel spin, and now more snakes. I'm just gonna say, I might have not beaten it this try if I didn't get so lucky with the double snakes. At first, I actually thought they weren't snakes. I actually thought they were frogs because, like, it's a frog boss, but they aren't frogs. They don't really look like frogs either. But I got a B and I finished that. And now I'm gonna make my way to the super so I can have that. It does add a lot of time to Inkwell Isle 1, but it is useful in the future. I think I've only like lost on these like once, and it was like my first run, my first ever playthrough, which I wasn't very good at when I wasn't very good at Cuphead. So these are actually pretty easy. I like to do a challenge where I try to only touch the thing in the middle, the floor in the middle. I almost lost there. I thought I was going to lose, but I didn't. I was actually trying to get the 4 parry thing, so in the second world I could get the coin for it. But I didn't. I got 3. I could have gotten 4, but I didn't. And that's the end of that. Now all I have to do is equip the ult and get to the dye house and go into World 2, and then that's it for this video. So I just need to make my way there. Equip the ult. Alright, get that coin. Get the secret coin. And enter the dye house. Skip that cutscene, and that's it for today. So, the final time was 17 minutes and 20 seconds, and if you made it this far, remember to like and subscribe, and bye.